I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Let me get right down to it. Your mother, Mayumi Matsushita, was at the warehouse, wasn't she?
What are you talking about?
Was she there?
Why would she be?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The yellow route kind of made sense. This one, how did the forklift start? How did it pick up the box and take it to Oda? It didn't really make sense. Where the first one, although it's unlikely, the barrel could have rolled off the shelf and into the other shelf by itself, just with movement of air or whatever.
That happened at 3 a.m. She was at home asleep.
Then why did we find evidence at the crime scene?
Evidence?
Sure, it might
Chocolate
not
packet.
prove she was there, but it makes it likely. The evidence is...
The Hodoroki man chocolate.
the same one I showed you at the hospital. I found it in the corner of the cold storage warehouse.
So? That doesn't prove anything.
Mayumi's fingerprints were on the package.
What?
You have a bad poker face, Ota. Your reaction tells me Mayumi didn't give this to you and you dropped it on your own.
That information is confirmed. Ota's fingerprints were not found on the package.
Mom isn't the killer!
I didn't say that she was. I'm saying that she was at the scene. And so are you.
Wait a minute. Why do you think Mayumi isn't the killer, Ota?
Because I was face to face with that polar bear when we fought. I could tell it wasn't my mom, even through the costume. And no matter what happened, there's no way that my mom would stab me.
Yeah.
Why are you covering for her?
Covering?
That's why you're lying to me, right?
I'm not.
Are you sure about that?
Why would he be lying about that?
You must have seen direct evidence of Mayumi being at the warehouse. But you're hiding that from us. Or maybe even you're starting to suspect her.
I am not.
Sure.
What are you accusing me of anyway? What do you think I'm hiding?
What is Oda hiding? Maybe? Yep.
The kitchen knife, with a floral pattern. Mom, I love you always, is carved on the handle.
Ota gave me that knife for Mother's Day when he was in elementary school. He knows how much I love flowery designs.
Yeah, I don't understand
You
how
were
that got
stabbed
there.
by that very same knife.
How do you know that? The criminal ran away with the knife. No one was supposed to see it.
I knew it.
No, my mom didn't do it.
Then why did you not mention the kitchen knife earlier?
Because I know how it looks. I thought Mom would get accused, and then she would have been brought in here and interrogated. I didn't want to put her through that. And
Mom
never liked Tessa. So maybe, just maybe,
We know that much.
Mom hired someone to kill Tessa, and she gave them that kitchen knife. I don't know. I thought of it that way. Like that would ever happen. I know it sounds crazy, but after I saw that knife, I just lost it. Please,
Yeah,
you
I
have to
spotted the
believe
knife
me.
first time doing the
Mom
Somnium as
isn't
well.
a serial killer.
Yeah, I agree.
You do?
I do. I don't think it's possible for Mayumi to have kidnapped Iris. Because...
She left after you. This seems to be unrelated. Okay.
The Matsushida's van was stolen from the parking lot of the Famista while Iris was in the car. That was yesterday, 10:32 p.m. 1 minute later at the 812, which was about 100 yards away, Mayumi bought the Todoroki man chocolate. She entered the 812 about a minute earlier. This was all caught on security cameras at the store. That means it's impossible that Mayumi could have taken the van. And that means that Mayumi being the polar bear is also next to impossible.
Phew.
However, I can't completely clear her.
What?
You said it yourself. She could have hired someone to commit the crime.
But that was...
In any case, I need to hear from Mayumi herself. I need to hear her explain the chocolate, the knife. There's a lot to cover.
She most likely wouldn't remember
I'm
any
gonna
of
head
it,
to
though.
Matsushita Diner.
What? Hey, well, wait a minute!
Dementia.
Don't worry. I'm not going there to arrest her. I'm going there to clear her of suspicion.
Really?
Yes.
You won't arrest her?
Your mother wouldn't kill anyone. Right, Ota?
Thank you, Date.
I agree, she wouldn't.
Sorry for the late night, Miss Matsushita. But I have some questions I need to ask you. Could you spare some time?
I finally remembered about the warehouse. I did it. I did everything.
Details, please?
I didn't do this last night because I wanted to give you a chance to calm down. How are you, now that you've slept on it?
What are you talking about?
I'll be honest. I don't think you're the killer. You're giving us a false confession.
No, it's true. I kidnapped that witch. I took her to the warehouse and...
We know
Put her on
that's
the
not
table
true.
and pulled her eyeball out?
Yes,
And the polar bear costume?
I bought it through mail order.
And you were the one wearing it?
Yes, that's right.
Date, the criminal has confessed. Arrest her immediately.
It wasn't
You
her,
got to
though.
the top of Abyss acting like that?
I heard that she used to be an actress.
Sounds about right.
Always need to look around the rooms. I like the little bits that they say sometimes. Nothing this time, though. Why did you kidnap Iris?
My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him.
Why did you take out her eye?
Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough.
Why did you want to stream it online?
Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
I'm not stupid. I might be old, but...
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
Yeah.
I can't explain it in words.
Why not?
It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
Nah. Doesn't work out. As a streamer myself, I know you need to know what you're doing. You can't just push a few buttons and it works. Where did you get the camera and laptop?
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
remember. It's true. I planned the whole thing.
Were you the one who stabbed Ota?
Well,
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed him.
yes, I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me, and then it just...
About the Cyclops killings.
What do you know about the Cyclops killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
Why would she be admitting like this though? Maybe because she thinks that it's Oda is responsible for it all and trying to protect him? What was your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible, using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
I can kind of see that one being maybe a reason. Why did you kill Shoko?
Renju's ex-wife, right?
Yes.
I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
Not always.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
No. Or
You're
Shoko.
really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
When and how did you kill her?
Well, I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder.
We know.
I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember.
Like your husband
it
dying.
changes.
Date, Mayumi is not
And
lying about that in
Matsushita
particular.
Diner closing.
There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
That's it. Hey there, Elle. How you doing? Why are you lying?
I am not lying.
I know you're
You do
lying.
know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
Yep.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her.
But how did she know to go there though? Ota didn't even know to go there until he found his Well,
Pewter, we're
realised
going
his
to sync with
phone's
Mayumi
GPS.
Matsushita. Prepare the machine.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity.
Uh,
Yesterday's sync, well,
Compatible?
oops. Yesterday's sync will suffice to say, Ota and Data Date were not too compatible. Compatible? I'll give you the big picture.
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard. And now, it's not responding.
How long will it take to fix?
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
She's
that's
always
impossible.
halving the time.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
I don't know if it's what Pewter's doing, but if he was smart, I let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
If Pewter knew better, he would say double the time that he knows it would take at least. Knowing Boss would halve it.
Why would Mayumi lie?
She is probably protecting someone.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Ota. She must really think that Ota done it all himself, went on screen himself and the polar bear separately to hide that it was him and all that stuff. I'm gonna say the others.
This is bad. His condition is worsening. Perhaps we need to increase the dose. Or reduce it?
I can hear you muttering, you know.
We know the culprit is Sojima, so let's try that.
Congressman Sejima has no connection to Mayumi. Or do you know something I don't?
Not to
No,
Mayumi,
sorry.
no.
Just a guess.
No need to apologize. I know that the brilliant mind of Kaname Date wouldn't waste my time throwing out random guesses. I am sure I will agree with you once you explain your reasoning. In detail.
You don't have
Because
to bully me.
because I
I
know
was just thinking out loud.
because I know Sojima is the culprit, thinking why would Mayumi want to protect him? Well, we know it's not Iris because she's got her eye pulled out and that Mayumi hates Iris.
Mayumi hates Iris.
Yep, exactly.
I doubt she would protect her.
You're right. It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
I think
Last
so.
night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
To cover up.
Why would he do
Yeah.
that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
No chance.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Why?
Why can't Oda be the culprit? Iris had her eye taken out.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Nope.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself? Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
Why would she do that? The van's stolen.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat. She could have been driving.
How so?
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves.
They do make... Well, Iba is supposed to have made herself look like this to appease Date, so that does make sense that she looks that way. She's supposed to look attractive to him. In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear...
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
I don't understand.
In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
There's no way.
Iris drove the Matsushida's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately.
Sure, that's
Then,
possible.
they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it.
No way.
Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it.
Why would they do that?
After that, Iris took her position on the table, and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
That is true.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Came back and stopped the blade.
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
Yeah, auto mod does block things that I often allow. They're blocked for as sexual terms, and I can see why they're blocked. It's probably because it's to protect the streamer themselves if they're on screen and chat saying that type of thing to the streamer. That is true. He does like them big and she's not big. So why would they do that?
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself.
No
Makes
way.
it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory. It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely.
Yeah.
They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive.
Yep.
Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
We can't rule anything out.
And I think until Iris was kidnapped, they did suspect Iris as the one who killed Renju. Meaning this would clear them. But there's no way...
Ota, why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
There's not much I can do when she admits to everything. I don't know. I know it wasn't today, and I can't remember too much of the Somniums from past streams, last Monday or Friday. You doing okay?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer!
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
Why are you here?
When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed.
She did.
I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
It's not like Mayumi is under arrest.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes. But as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying. So we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
But she has confessed, therefore the only thing the cops can do is put her in jail. A confession is a confession, whether it's real or not, until it's proven fake. Is Iris the criminal?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that?
Only a true psychopath would
I
do
was
that,
fighting
though.
for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You...
I reckon... I know it couldn't possibly be Iris. There's no way. I reckon if it was true, Ota would do anything he could possibly do to clear Iris. Including probably stab himself. He's that obsessed over her. But there's no way he would allow her to rip her eye out, I believe. Did you stage the warehouse incident?
I'm telling you, I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?